I was doing a Joker smile, y'all. Hey, now. It's Little Paulette. I am back without the gang. I'm here for part 3 of the recap to Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 7, Fathers, Daughters, and Sisters. Let's just get right into it. And before I forget, don't forget to smash that like button, comment, and subscribe below. Next thing you know, they playing this good music. I'm Picky in the backyard, sitting at the table, drinking and jamming and humming and stuff. And then Tyreek comes through the back door, and she said, "Hey, Tyreek, Angela not here." He's like, "That's okay, because I'm actually here to see you." Secrets, secrets. Like the song, Secret Lover. Remember that song, y'all? He said, "Oh, I need to ask you about somebody, Darius Bates." I'm Pinky tried to put the blankest look on her face that she could look on her face. She was sipping on that tea, and she tried to think, Darius Banks, let me think about it. I don't know who that is. She know damn well who that is. She talking about that name don't ring a bell. But back in the day, the term dating was rather generous because she dated a whole lot of men at that time. I'm sure you did, I'm Picky. But stop lying. Tyreek looked mad too. He looked like, bitch, I know you lying. He was like, I thought it was a connection, but I guess I was wrong. And she was like, well, I will let Angie know that you came by, even though I'll probably be asleep when she comes in. Trying to sound all cheerful and shit. He gives her another second dirty glance look, and then he turns around and walks out. He really looked like, I know you lying, Aunt Piggy. Cut it out. Stop lying. Soon as he closes that door, she tries to sip that tea to keep on faking, and she drops the whole little teacup on the patio out there, splash, everything just on the ground. And she's crying and boo-hooing. And then it cuts to Teddy's heart beating during the operation, y'all. Child, they put a whole bucket of ice on the heart. Then next thing you know, Teddy and the brother back on the beach dressed in white linen suits. And the brother say to Teddy, I'm pretty sure, I'm positive probably is what he said, that pain that you're having is linked to your past. Say what? We know he is effed up. Of course it's linked to his past. Every disease is linked to your thinking or your actions that you get disease. Think about it. He talking about, no, this was never in my life until Angela Vaughn. How you gonna blame Angela when you got her mother pregnant and made her? See, that's what I'm talking about. And the brother recognizes the last name Vaughn. Brother said, yeah, I know that name very well. It belongs to Eve. He was like, is she? And he's like, Eve's daughter? Shaking his head, because he's in so much pain. My daughter? Yes. He's like, did you know? Like, nigga, was you a Dusty? Was you a Dusty? Yes or no? D-U-S-T-Y. Dusty, Dusty, Dusty. Teddy is one of them Dusties that got money. We got a whole lot of them. But he one of them ones that got money. And of course, Teddy didn't answer. And the brother was like, yeah, you did it. You kept her a secret. He's like, you did what you always did. Kept it a secret. And now that secret has a face and wants to be known, huh? Textbook Teddy. Teddy's like, don't judge me. Don't judge me. But yeah, he always judges somebody. Child, please. Teddy said, you don't know my life. You don't know my sacrifices. His brother said, oh, I know 3 sacrifices that you made. Eve, her child, me. Teddy. He talking about he ain't perfect, but he strived to be better, and that's what made him the better man he is, and the conglomerate, big woohoo, poo-poo guy that he is, basically. He said, I built a stadium and put your name on it. Is that arrogant? The brother said, I think it's sad. He said none of that erases the truth that you're running away from. Okay. So Teddy says, I think we're done here. And he starts looking up at the sky. And then the brother says, there's only one way we're done, and you know it. Teddy started laughing, and he said, go to hell, brother, as he's still looking up at the sky. Cuts back to the surgery, and the surgeon is saying there's no leakage whatsoever. That's what we want to see. So I guess it's saying that Teddy's surgery was a success. Yay! Then it cuts to an elevator with Leah and Angela on it, and Raymond walks on it. He gets in. He don't speak to Angela. He just goes and stands next to Leah. And Angela's in the back of the elevator, and she asks, are you the leak? Are you telling them information about Nate, my daughter, me? What's going on? He turns around like, what? Like, what you talking about, girl? So then Leah goes and stands next to her and says, what is she talking about? Next thing you know, you see Angela charging this ninja like it was Solange beating up Jay-Z. They got the whole, this is the remix right here. The whole remix of Solange and Jay-Z, but it's Angela and Raymond, and Angela is getting in that ass, okay? She hit this nigga with a right hook, okay? Sorry, this ninja with a right hook, y'all. And he said, what is wrong with you? She said, what's wrong with me? And Leah's just looking at her for an explanation. She's like, I saw him in the car with Alex. Do, 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 do. She was like, the same woman that's covered for you, embarrassed me, he kissed her. And then Raymond was like, you don't know the whole story. Leah looking at him like, ooh, Raymond, I feel bad for you because you did reject her. Well, you let a little bit of the kiss go, but it was only a couple of seconds. Leah was like, so it's true? You were with her? And then he was like, yes, no, wait. And then Leah starts going off again. Angela starts going off again. And she like, your wife trying to hold together. Me and her might have beef, but I see her doing shit, holding shit together, and you out making it with the hoe in the parking lot. She started hitting him again. Then she kick him in the balls. He's fucking up. He like, relax. Leah trying to break it up, trying to get Angela off of him. You can't even get Angela off of him. She bucking up against him, hitting him, she just getting him. He was like, I was trying to get her to leave the island. You need to have facts before you start spreading stuff. And Angela walks out of the elevator. He turns around. Let me explain to Leah. Leah was like, man, I can't even do this right now. I gotta go see about my damn daddy, nigga. So she made him leave. She said, I can't deal with you right now at this hospital. So her and Angela get out the elevator, and they looking at each other with empathetic looks. And then the doctor comes around the corner. Doctor said, your father's out of surgery. And then they say, is he going to be okay? And he said, he's weak. We have to wait and see. He turns around and walks away. Guess that was your dramatic leave. Yeah, well, it's open heart surgery, so I don't know what you can expect. Next morning, they're back at the hospital. Well, actually, Teddy's still in bed, but he's not hooked up to machines. Leah walks in with coffee. Angela's already there. She must have spent the night. She's asleep on the chair next to Teddy. Daddy's little girl. Y'all remember that from Nikki? What was her name? Nikki D? Yeah, I'm old. I'm 50, y'all. Leah wakes Angela up by giving her a cup of coffee that she brought in, and she tells Angela, thank you for yesterday for having my back, sis. Fist bump. Leah also thanks Angela for staying. She said she was surprised, and I guess it probably warmed her heart to see that Angela stayed with their father. Leah said growing up she liked being the only child, but for the last few days she's so grateful that she didn't have to go through all of these things on her own. She's grateful to have a sister now. And they all hold hands and pray, but they all grab each other's hands, and Teddy is still laying there, so Leah grabs his hand. It's not all, it's just Leah, Angela, and Teddy in the room, my bad. And at the end of the prayer, Teddy wakes up. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. And dreams are made of emotion. Angela tells him she gonna get him some space and she's happy to see him awake. And Leah says, no, 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 grabs her hand and turns her around, and they just smile at each other, just like two sisters playing outside when they are liking each other, because you know how sisters are. 5 minutes later, they'll be arguing or bickering or something. But they look so cute. And Teddy watches this and he says, my girls. Aww, I love that. It just warms my heart. Y'all don't know. Y'all just don't know. And they both start crying, and they're holding Teddy's hand. Oh, they're so sweet. Such a little tender moment. Try a little tenderness. I know I can't sing. Next thing you know, Angela's walking home and walking in the door, and Nikki's on the couch reading, and she tells Nikki that her grandfather's awake, but Nikki's still not really talking to her. So Angela's like, I know, we need to talk, honey. So Nikki turns around and asks her how she holding up, and Angela's like, okay, I guess. Like, she never really thought that she would have these emotions towards Teddy, so it's really surprising her how she feels about her real father that she thinks that she hates. She don't hate him, y'all. But she's still mad about what he may have done to her mom. So Angela asks her, did she learn anything from the diary that her dad left? And Nikki said that so much of it sounds just like her. Like, they never met, but it's like it's her that he's writing about. Ain't that dope? That is so mofo dope, y'all. I love ish like that. So Nikki asks her, how did her dad end up in prison for, his charges? And Angela starts explaining how he wanted to provide for her, but he was only 18, just a year older than her right now, and he made some wrong decisions. She told him he stole some stuff from work, and in the process, a security guard got killed, but he didn't pull the trigger. So she was like, almost losing her father is really made her want to get to know him. So that's going to make her want Nikki to get to know her dad as well. Breaking them generational curses. So Nikki said, what about Mama Eve? What about him walking out on you? And Angela's like, I don't know, baby. If life was that simple, we'll all have it figured out. There's so many times that you want to hold on to something, even though there are other good things that are going on, and you're rejecting those to hold on to the negative or the bad things. Sometimes you just have to let it go, forgive somebody, and move on. Have some happiness. Angela said all she knows is what's in her heart. So she asked Nikki what's in hers. Nikki said, I want to get to know Nate. I want to get to know my dad. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. Then she hugs her mom, and her mom says, okay. Next, it cuts to Raymond. Looks like he's getting dressed or something. And he's explaining and saying everything he ever did was for Leah and the kids. So Raymond admits that he asked Alex, his ex-wife, to help him get Darman back. That's it. That's all. Angela didn't see what she thought she saw. So Leah walked up close to him. She said, so you didn't kiss her? And then, of course, he had the guilty look on his face. I ain't even going way back for that, because that's typical Dusty behavior, y'all. Honey, the news comes on their TV, and it is Miss Alex. And she is standing in front of Teddy Franklin's house, and she says that it's full disclosure. She used to be married to Raymond, Teddy's son-in-law, but it is her duty to report that Teddy Franklin has Parkinson's. Ooh, it's going down in the bluffs now, y'all. It is going down. Leah turns around and gives Raymond a death look, honey. A glare. Not a look, a glare. She said, wow. And she turned around and walked out, and before she leaves, she said, you son of a bitch. Some of my bitch. She told that fool to pack a bag because she want him out the house tonight. Tonight. Then it cuts out Piggy looking all scared again. And she's leaving a note on the mantle. And she's looking around. And she's sneaking out the door. It's them secrets, y'all. It's them secrets. And the note is just scribbled all big. Going to Boston for a while. I'll be back when I can. I'll call you when I can or something. While she's sneaking on out the door. And then it cuts to Nate. Look like he's sitting on the beach reading. You know, he's very artistic. You know, one of them artistic types. Just like his daughter Nikki. Or Nikki's just like him. And up walks Angela and Nikki. And Angela's looking very nice. And Nikki's looking a little apprehensive, but also excited at the same time. Nate stands up. And Angela says, Nate, meet your daughter, Nicole. And Nikki's looking so cute, looking at him like most girls look at their dads. Nikki puts her hand out to shake his hand, and he asks her, would she like to go for a walk? So sweet. Don't forget to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, y'all. Nate asked Nikki to go for a walk. She said yeah. So they go for a walk. Then it cuts back to Teddy in the bed, and he's listening to the news report about how bad his health is, and he watches it or whatever, and then next thing you know, you hear his brother's voice saying, I guess this is how it is when you don't deal with your demons. And then they show the brother, and he has the bullet hole right in between his eyes and his head or whatever, and he says, everyone comes gunning for you. You can't hide forever. I guess his brother got shot because of him some kind of way. Dusty behavior. And Teddy looks terrified. Yes, honey. So that is how it goes off. So that is the end of Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 7. What was Episode 7 called, y'all? Fathers, daughters, and sisters. So that's the end of the recap for part 3. I'll be back with episode 8, Sister Vention, ASAP. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And peace.